Hello everybody and welcome back to what I can only call the hot desk after a very, very spicy, insane series. And you know what? I'm completely lost for words. The Kings under the mountain have been defeated. Fabi have been taken down by Team Infused. And at the end of the day, a lot of teams will now be looking onward and saying, okay, these guys are the giant killers. Not only can Fabi be taken down, but Team Infused has to be taken a hell of a lot more seriously as we look forward further into the season. And not only doing that, with Pulse's win earlier on today, the entire league table could just be upset with possibly this next matchup. Once again, I have Mr. Danny G and Harry C. Gentlemen, Prophecy versus VWS, newly acquired X-Men. If this actually goes in the way of Prophecy, then we can say goodbye to any predictions we have ever made.
I mean, after seeing that series, it could go in the way of Prophecy. And if Prophecy have been practicing hard, they are always capable of pulling off an upset because, you know, there is some high-quality players in that team.
And you speak about them. Let's take a look at Prophecy. They are in red for this lineup. Buck 20 and Buck 57, two names throughout the years that you will recognize. Vexus and Flames. Flames being the ex-coach of Epsilon. He coached these guys at Worlds. Vexus coming out of We Know the Secret, a fantastic player, great addition to this lineup, but still struggling to get a win and some points on the board. Only a 14% map win ratio so far. However, after seeing the Killtrocity he pulled off the other day, there is still a shining light at the end of this Prophecy tunnel. But you know what? They've got a massive task ahead of them. They have to take down the opposing force, newly acquired VWS Gaming, Anima, Lunny, Ramirez, and Chalky. This game just got so much more pressure on it.
Yeah, most certainly, especially when you consider if VWS win this series, there will be a three-way tie for second place. All three of those teams will only be one game behind Fab at the top.
So, looking at this roster, I know I like my statistics and I like looking at these guys. So, one of these players is plus 23. Naturally, you'd probably look towards, what, Anima?
Nope, Rami.
Maybe Chalky. Rami? No, it's Lunny.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, Lunny is plus 23 right now for his squad, and he's been kind of this silent warrior. We've not really touched on him too much. We've said he's an incredible player, but in the background, he's been getting those kills. He's been doing the work for his team, regardless. Yes, Rami's been getting a lot of kills, but he's been dying a lot as well. He's usually been going +1 or +2. But, I mean, this VWS squad are looking really hot right now.
All right, then let's see how we're going to play this best of 5 out. It's going to be Truth capture the flag. Truth making its first appearance of the evening. Eden Slayer will be game number 2. The Rig Strongholds for game number 3. And I believe they will be game number 4 and 5. It will be Coliseum capture the flag and the Rig Team Slayer. You'll be happy to know we are live with game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. It is, of course, Prophecy taking on VWS. Can Prophecy put the first win of the league on the board? Or will VWS quite happily accept the challenge and turn this league into a 3-way tie? I think after your comments, it would only be fair, Harry, do you not think, to kick things off with Lunny's POV?
Yeah, I think that's only fair. We just got to find him first.
Let's have a look through and have a scroll down. It's going to be there. He is in his shining blue armor, hanging around here in the bubble. Will catch Flames, going top mid. Easily cleans up the free kill. Vexus jumps up as well. Look at this though. Ramirez goes steaming behind. He's got the sword in hand. He will slice him up and dice him from behind. Down goes 2. And now the advancement comes. We'll move over to Ramirez's POV. He's just going to steam over here. Hides behind the box just to get a little bit of his shields back. He'll put down a landmine and hope that somebody will walk out. If not, give him some hit markers and take off some shields.
And not only does Lunny have the highest KD in his team, he actually has the most flags capped across the whole of Pro League. So he's doing the objective as well. It's not like he's just kind of sitting back and padding his stats. He's getting involved, he's getting deep, and as I say that, there he is, pulling a flag. Unfortunately, probably a little bit too soon because no one was there to support him.
I always, when I used to play Heretic back on Halo 3, the players that taught me how to play that were actually the Buck brothers. They say, hey, you know what, most of the time, you don't want to be running it pink because if they spawn in the basement, they could basically just get a free kill on you through the Eli. So you want to run it Carbine as much as possible. The Bucks there, clearly knowing their fundamental Halo knowledge, Lenny there trying to run it down pink. They got the basement spawn, and from there on, it was pretty easy from the Prophecy squad to return their own flag.
I suppose in answer to that, though, in a counter, it all kind of depends where your team are going to be placed in order to do that. And as you kind of called it perfectly, there were no one there to receive that oncoming flag. And now, coming out of the death screen, we're actually going to see Prophecy running it. So they're going to take that to P1. They're going to drop down. He's got no shields whatsoever. The grenade will bank off and hit Ramirez in the back. That player top mid, also no shields, has to back off. So great couple of defensive shots there. That's going to be now pulled as well by one of his teammates. It's going to be Anima. Anima gets drilled by Buck 57 with a BR. He'll go poking back in as well. Flag's going to be inside that base. There you have it. One cap in the bag, already for Prophecy.
Yeah, and that's the start that Prophecy needed if they are going to push on and win this series. Now, when you were looking at the games for Prophecy going into Pro League, you would be looking at the VWS at the Pulse as games that they could possibly take. So when they got 3-0'd by VWS during week 1, it was quite a shock to me. I thought Prophecy would have done better, and it's not like the games were close, but now they are kind of getting stuck into this game. They're going to get this flag return here to make sure the VWS don't get a point on the board.
Can I ask, and Harry's watching a couple of POVs there, Harry, was that a bit of a YOLO pull? Was that kind of a worrying pull from them? Because he essentially ran into 3 players.
Not really too sure, to be honest with you. I was trying to, figure out the shortcuts.
Which you are.
All these players not playing on their Pro League gamer tags makes things 10 times harder for me.
Fair enough, I'll leave you to it there, brother. But keep up the good work as ever. 2 players currently locked down into P2. We're going to see Vexus come behind. Spartan charges one in the back. He should clear up that guy top mid, which he does. You see the little golden arrow coming up. He'll be looking for his triple. It's there. He gets cleaned up by 20. Sword goes down. He's also going to run the flag. So he's just got 3 kills. Let's point this out. He's got 3 kills, and now he's running a flag. He's just not messing around whatsoever. And he's got the sword. Look at all the Spartan abilities being used to the maximum. Stealth cap comes in. 9 minutes remaining. 2-0 Prophecy.
Yeah, obviously running with a sword makes you run a lot faster, so not surprised to see Vexus running with that, but he needs to make sure he doesn't get caught out on his own. Currently, he's just on his own this side of P, but if he's going to pick up players that are weak, that his team are shooting from across from Carbine side, then he is going to be in good footing. Now he's just going to kind of hover around and try and pick someone out, but unfortunately he is going to get caught by a spawner. Does survive though, so good use of the jumping around in the map, but does eventually get taken down. Anima will be rewarded with a sword. Now, VWS, they're kind of stuck here. They need to find a way to push out, and by doing that, they may need to go 2-2 and push both Pink and Carbine to try and get some map control.
Classic Anima pokes out, wants a challenge. You ask any player, he loves a good challenge. He'll go steaming in there. 90% of the time, it usually helps him out. Banks a grenade off of the top bubble there. Hits one in the face, takes down 20. Now he's got the sword in hand. Catches one. He doesn't have his sword ready. Scopes in. Flames, though, takes the free kill. Tries to fly away with that sword. But you know what? This is the 3rd time I've seen Lunny actually 5 someone every single time. You were talking about his stats before, Dan. His shot is absolutely incredible.
Oh, he's just a phenomenal player, and he did kind of go under the radar for a while. I mean, he went to Halo World Championship, so this guy cannot be taken lightly, and he deserves to be on an incredible squad like VWS. But currently being 2-0 down, it seems like they haven't really found their footing in this game. They seem to just be struggling a little bit pushing forward. They've tried to grab a few flags, but it seemed like they've been desperate pulls. They haven't really had any map control as Buck20 gets a camouflage, but he's burning it, and he'll be happy to burn it.
So the question is there, and I'm just going to put this one out at the moment, would you have preferred him to carry on running this, or do you actually think he did the thing to burn it?
No, I think because he was getting shot so much there, he kind of knew that he was going to die regardless, so just taking the camouflage away from his opposition was extremely important. So I like the play. I don't think they needed the flag cap. They're in such control right now, and they have so much time to work with. I don't want to curse them and now them lose 3-2, but yeah, I think that was a fine play. There was nothing wrong with going for that camouflage there.
Lonnie will thrust out of the way. We're going to see Ramirez come off the spawn though. Cracks Flames in the back of the head. Down he goes. Lonnie trying to just get away there. Buck20 somehow staying alive. Does finally drop 2 players though, pinned back in the car bubble. We're going to see Chalky just getting his shields back here on the edge. Now we see Vexus creeping up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to hit him with a hot 5. Drops him with the 6th. And now we see Buck20 and 57 working together. 2 players of VWS will drop down. 20's going to try and take top middle control. Just find some spawners coming off this. And we see 2 players actually hiding over here. There's one. He'll find the other one in the bubble there if he looks. All 3 members, though, VWS, Harry, kind of bottled up together.
Yeah, one thing I'm noticing at the moment, Prophecy, certainly the more disciplined side. I mean, every time we swap over to a VWS player, it seems like they're trying to take an individual battle and flying into 2 different people. Buck20 there, yeah, he tried to make something happen, but unfortunately it didn't really work out. But so far I'm seeing Prophecy cleaning up each other's kills, whereas, the VWS players are all trying to make opportunities for themselves.
Yeah, I wonder if that's just a little bit of arrogance and perhaps underestimating Prophecy slightly because of the form that Prophecy are in. But you cannot underestimate these boys. I mean, some of the players that are on this squad are just incredible. But at the moment in my kill feed, all I've been seeing is Buck20 getting killed, Buck57 getting a kill. Now I took the little mick up earlier when I said both of these guys are like -60. But they can definitely put the stats on the board when they're having a good game, and they're going to want to turn this around because this isn't the season that we expect the Bucks to be having.
Again, I just wanted to point out, Ramirez there was trying to run a flag with the sword. He was by himself in the Prophecy base. He needs to just hold up play for a little while. Let his teammates come and support him. Whereas 57 right here, he already has teammates already in a position set up for this flag run. It's actually going to be VWS there to pick up the camouflage. Would be surprised if he's actually traded out there, which he is in the end by Lunny. So great work from him, but this flag is already halfway across the map here for Prophecy. Good slays coming out of Anima though. That's going to help things in the VWS corner, and he could run a counter cap right here as well. This could work out perfectly here for VWS.
Yeah, everything kind of went well. Unfortunately, didn't expect Flames to be waiting there with the AR. One person going to clean that up. I believe that's going to be Lunny. Flames does back off. You know what? I like the play, though, from Flames. He didn't completely run away and just die. He actually were a nuisance, so his teammates could come and support him. So that flag doesn't really make it any further. Still 2-0 down. 5 minutes remaining on the clock. All still to play for. Chalky's going to dive out and get a touch. No one shot him, though. This is a fantastic run. They might be able to get this at least up into the Eli. Opts to not go for it, which is absolutely fine. Drops it for his teammate, then jumps up there. They're going to put that one in. 2-1 the score.
Now, I am glad that Prophecy are pushing for that third cap, because we have seen several times on Capture the Flag game types, the Dinosaurs lineup that is now Prophecy, they did struggle after going 2-0 up. They kind of sat back a little bit, they absorbed pressure, and then they would lose 3-2. So I'm glad they are still on the offensive, but that one flag cap mode now going in the favour of VWS will give VWS that taste of possible victory.
This flag round could actually work out perfectly. It's actually going to be chalky. We saw on the player outlines, all of Prophecy was stuck in the basement. Running it Carbine makes players like VWS there absolutely have to run down bottom middle and overextend for that flag capture. Unfortunately, VWS there not in a position to punish VWS for pushing out in the open. But a great stop there from VWS, but I think the flag's actually going to be put in. We're all tied up 2-2.
Who saw that one coming? Vex did try to do as much as possible, but I've got to give a massive shout. I think it was Ramirez who actually shut that one down in the end and stopped him from doing any more problems. Lunny gets caught off guard. He does try to duck out of the way. 57 comes in for the onslaught, finds the double. The triple is round the corner from him now. He's advanced inside his base. He'll definitely be calling that one out, which he does. And you see his twin brother there, 20, answers the call. Turns around, Lunny's in the base. There's the perfect. Gives him the hot 5 to the face. One person comes around again. 57 doing work right now, Dan.
Yeah, it's what he needs to do. But I don't know if you've noticed, every time that Prophecy get a little bit of map control and they start pushing for a flag, there's always one member of VWS that's alive in their base. Sometimes it's been VWS, sometimes it's been Chalky. There's always one player playing that nuisance role, and it's been kind of the Achilles heel of Prophecy right now, because they haven't been able to get that final flag in, and now all tied up, they are going to start to sweat a little bit, and they're going to be concerned with this final flag being run for VWS. But there is VWS. He is there waiting and making sure that that's going to stop the flag going in there.
But you know what? What a kill coming out of Lunny, though. He shuts down one. 20's in there as well. There's several members. This all comes down. Will he opt to touch it? Yes, he does. He's going to grab and drop. He isn't. He's actually going to run this. He's got the sword. Can he bounce it up into the base? He does. It makes it. Looking for someone to come off the spawn and back that one in. It's there. Oh, my word. What a comeback!
How many times have we seen that happen to Prophecy?
What a comeback!
When they were Dinosaurs, we've seen it on this map before. They've been 2-0 up and they just throw it away, and that's going to be heartbreaking because they were looking so dominant.
Feels Prophecy, man. It's just the story of their season. They're 0-4 in the league, and they were 2-0 up in the game. Either way, we have to give massive props to Anima and the squad. Anima actually top slayer in the game. 22 kills for him. His team not really up there with him, to be honest with you. Looking at Lunny and Chalky right here, not enough slays coming out of them, but clearly they were making the plays happen. I mean, we saw certainly a lot of times, I think it was actually Chalky, the man who ran the flag through the carbine while all of Prophecy were trapped in the basement. Great run there out of Chalky, and it actually led to the second flag cap to tie up the game. So
it's
despite the stats,
it's so annoying.
Despite the stats right there out of Lunny and Chalky, both of them were making the plays in the game.
Actually, feels bad, man. It really feels Prophecy, man. You couldn't have kind of called it anymore. 2-0 up. They almost several times had so many options. I mean, I just kind of asked myself what would have happened there. He paused for, it's total hindsight, but at that point there we camo. Me personally, I'm no pro player. I'd have just bombed it. I'd have just grabbed it, ignored the camo, and just bombed it through to my half. He had 2 players waiting for him.
I think if it was 1-0 at that point, I certainly would have stopped and grabbed the camo, because that camo has implications later on in the game. But yeah. I actually agree with you, Sims. I think he should have tried to maybe javelin that flag a little bit further, maybe rally it, go a little bit of a Ramirez style, right? Maybe just try and rally that flag across the map, get it as far as you possibly can. Instead, he went for the camouflage.
I don't think it would have made a difference. I don't think he would have got far enough. You said at the start of the game, the Bucks taught you not to run it P. Twice there, when they were going for their third cap, they ran it P.
But both times they had the sword.
It's just
but they
means
just
what?
didn't get there.
So upsetting.
And it says a lot about the mentality. I mean, so they're currently 0-4. They've really been struggling. They go 2-0 up in a game, and then they lose 3-2.
Can't write
so
this
upsetting,
stuff.
man.
You can't write
so,
this stuff.
so
It's kind
annoying.
of funny, though, if you think about it. Come on.
You evil, evil person. Eden, Slayer, let's see if Prophecy can get revenge on what is a complete turnaround as they were 2-0 down. VWS clutching it up. Chalky Ramirez and the boys doing awesome stuff. Truth capture the flag turned out to be a fantastic game type to kick off this map number 1 of this best of 5 series. Gents, before we move any further, any thoughts on matchup map number 2?
I just hope that Prophecy, if they
Win
get
one.
ahead, they don't throw it
can
away.
stay
I mean,
there.
but they were looking great.
They were, yeah.
And I was saying how I didn't want them to kind of sit back and absorb pressure, and they didn't. But actually, it went against them, so maybe they should have absorbed some pressure. I don't know.
I think you got a tweet from one of your good friends down there, my friend.
Skybrid again. Well played at Team Infused. Love to be shocked. This game never ceases to amaze. Hashtag HCS.
And you know what? Just as the previous one, just there, I did not see Prophecy losing that.
No.
No way.
They looked so comfortable. I thought that was
I feel really bad for him. I'm actually really upset for him because I was hoping they were going to win that.
I'm not.
You're just evil. You are cruel. And don't ever change because you're a nice person at heart.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, it's tough luck. End of the day, you play to win. If you don't do the right thing, you get backfired on, which is exactly what happened. I believe the spectator mode is just about to go live, so we're moving into Eden in just a second. Holy moly, GG's fab. As always, we are now joined with Vibe with a record of 3-2 in the EU Pro League. Feels infused Batchman.
You know what?
Railford himself going huge. That final game,
Yeah.
that boy clutched it.
So crazy. I mean, who would have thought at the start of the day Infused 4th in the league would be joint 2nd with Vibe and potentially VWS if they win this series as well. That's pretty crazy.
All right then, guys. Slayer on Eden. Dan, you haven't spoken in a while.
Have I not?
No, we've kind of been booting you out here.
Speak more.
Is there
That's what we
any
pay you
particular
for.
person, any particular player you want to be looking on POV for this one?
I mean, I want to be watching Lunny.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy has been doing crazy stuff all season. We started off with him last game. He was getting in there. He was pulling the flags. He was doing the business. I want to see him doing the business on a Slayer game type where he should be at his strongest.
I want to shout out to Anima for changing gamer tags and messing up the entire shortcuts.
Fair enough, then we'll leave that one to him. Big shout out for that one, completely messing up Harry's life. Lunny now, trying to stay alive. Speaking of lives himself, he'll be thrusting around, looking for the ninja. He's going to bounce off the... No, he isn't. He'll actually just wait for him to come on. 57 does shoot him down. He did have no shield. 20's advancing in Blue Bend. He's going to switch out for the sniper rifle, and why the hell not? Plenty of bullets in the chamber, plenty of time to make something happen. 5-1, currently well and truly in the lead here as he's just trying to get away from his life. He's going to start sprinting away. He needs to stop sometime soon to get that shield back, not be Spartan charging into walls. That is not how it works, my friend.
But he does stay alive and he does keep that sniper and he gets to his teammates, which is what was important. If he had died and given that sniper away, that could have been a bad thing. Flames has some rockets here. He is going to be greeted by a sneaky Lunny who's going to get taken down. Nice early lead for Prophecy. The response they needed after that terrible, terrible comeback that they did just against them.
Really, I mean, really quick question here to both of you, to be honest with you. Who on this team shines out as the main, kind of the main Slayer and main sniper?
I mean, I would say Buck 20 as he hits a headshot on Chalky there. I mean, Buck 20 in the history has done some incredible things with this sniper. I'd say he is your main sniper. If you're going to give it to anyone, it's going to be good in the hands of him.
Yeah, I agree. If I was going to place the sniper in any of these guys' hands, I mean, Flames has the potential to hit shots, but he's not a consistent sniper like 20 is. So I would have Flames as a secondary sniper and then put it in the hands of Buck 20 whenever you can, I think.
9 kills to a breadstick. It's not looking good here for VWS, but then again, it wasn't looking good in the last game. Anything can happen in Halo, we say it time and time again, and so far this night has not been any different. If Prophecy get their first win of the Pro League and take this one, it's kind of predictions, to be honest with you. It's going to completely mess up the entirety of the Pro League. Lunny will take him down with a nice perfect 4 to the jawline. Anima cleans up with a shotgun. Looking at the kill feed here, we'll jump on board with 57's POV. Opts for the Brute PR. Grenade goes in, looking for some hit markers, see if he can catch him around the corner there. No hit markers are found. They're all starting to rotate more towards that blue area. And just look at Chalky. He's just bobbing up and down, chilling in his little corner, probably waiting for them to make the way around, essentially. I can only imagine what Ramirez is screaming down the microphone right now, because this is a pretty big deficit.
I think I touched on it last week when I said that Prophecy's starting strats are absolutely on point, and it sets the precedent for the rest of the game, and they get these early leads. But when it gets to that middle, when it gets to the nitty-gritty stuff, they always seem to struggle, and you can see now VWS are starting to climb back into this game. And when you've got players like Chalky, like Anima, like Lunny, that can get crazy amount of kills, and I've just named 3 of the members, I might as well name Ramirez as well. They're all capable of doing insane stuff. They've got rocket control, they've got a bit of map control now, and they're starting to get back into this game.
SMG on SMG. It's going to be Anima who wins the fight. He's cleaned up by Flames, who's also cleaned up by Chalky. It was a kill feed of 4 deaths there in as many seconds, but look at the scoreline. They're creeping back kill by kill, 11 to 13 now. Fresh Sniper will land in the hands of Vexus. This is where things, Dan, will really start to make a difference. And they're going to edge out the scoreline and really go even further. I mean, before, they had a 10-kill lead. Now it's only 2.
It is, and we said, did we want the sniper in anyone's hands? We said we want it in buck 20s, but Vexus is more than capable of hitting shots as well, but he needs to be careful because there are players kind of swarming around him. Anima will be sniffing out that sniper. He would love to have it in his hands, but just a 2-kill lead, and after having a 10-kill lead, that's when it starts to affect your mindset. You're saying, like, guys, what's going wrong? We had such a good lead, and we've just thrown it away, and I just want to see Prophecy continue to push on and not be affected by the fact that they've thrown it away slightly here.
Look for Anima to really chase down Vexus here. Mr. Challenge EU himself will want this sniper rifle, but he loves to shut down. If he sees a target and he kind of fixates on it, he's one who will not let it go. One pokes his head out, takes down 57. Vexus back to the map there, goes for the no-scope, doesn't quite land it, doesn't even get a hit marker. He's going to try and tee up a second one, goes for it, he's getting lit up. Down goes the sniper. Lunny's there, so is Chalky. 2 men who I know can make things happen with this weapon.
17-17 now, and I've got to give credit to VWS. They were zoning Prophecy so well. You saw that Vexus had to retreat with that sniper over to the map, and as he did so, 2 members of VWS flanked round through security to get behind Prophecy, and then they just pincered them. They managed to get all 4 kills, and now they have the lead. Prophecy have thrown it away yet again.
And again, this, you kind of called it perfectly, but the most important thing, Dan, when we look at this now, is the positioning. The sniper's over in red. Everyone's kind of spread out. They've got rocket area locked down, so no one can advance from the outside area. It's literally wait for them to come. If you just... They can literally wait on Prophecy to feed them more kills.
But Prophecy had the sniper. Prophecy were in that situation where they could have been letting VWS come to them. But VWS, they took the game to them. They got aggressive. They did well with their flanks. Unfortunately, Chalky going down there, 2-20, so the rockets will go in the hands of Vexus. But he is going to get swarmed by grenades and will get rewarded with a kill on Anima. But those rockets are going to go out. It's still a tied game, though. I mean, I'm not going to count Prophecy out. Yes, they've surrendered a good lead, but they're still in good nick to win this game.
Absolutely. There's no reason why not, but I've got to say, the kill feed right now, it's 57 and 20 over and over again as he pokes up, finds a skull, drills a bullet between his eyes, down he goes, 22 to 19, 3-kill lead at least, so they've got a little bit of room to play with. Turns it into a 4 as we see Flames jawline in Chalky in the kill feed there. Going to move on over to Catwalk now, just seeing kind of what he can... More than all here, probably listening to his teammates, looking for the bullets. You can see the grenades coming in thick and fast there. That's going to be Chalky hiding around the corner. He knows he's more than likely jumping up sneaky. He'll just catch a glimpse of Ramirez there over at the nest. Look for Ramirez to poke out. We'll turn the player outlines off just for a second so we can watch the action unfold unexpectedly. You can still see Ramirez is still there as Harry just brings him back online again. And he's just waiting for the face, you know? Look at the scoreline. It's gone from 1 to 3 to 7 in the matter of you passing this over to me.
Yeah, and it slowed down a little bit because both Rockets and Sniper were coming up, and you saw Prophecy were rotating around to make sure they were able to get Sniper, but also trying to position themselves for Rockets as well. But VWS had full control of that outside area, and they weren't going to allow those Rockets to get given away, as Vexus takes a very aggressive position with the Sniper. Luckily, his teammate was there to support him, and now 2 snipers in the hand of Prophecy. This could get out of hand for VWS.
Look, Lunny's shot though, it's so dominant, he's not scared. Even with the sniper rifle, when you get bodies, absolutely zero fear to challenge one. 2 snipers in play, you can see on the kill feed, 57 takes out Ramirez, he loses his head. On board still with Vexus. Look at all the bullets. There's plenty in the chamber. We've got 57 as well. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 bullets.
Thing. I'm not really too sure why they were doing that, though. That doesn't really make any sense. I think they've both decided to stop watching that now. So now they've got no one watching the security. A bit of a miscommunication here out of Prophecy. I'm sure they'll sort it out, but at the moment they're what, 8 kills to the good? Looking pretty good right now for Prophecy. Let's see if they can throw it away or not.
The one thing that I want to mention here, that is 2 kills in just as many seconds. That's 3 now. Literally, Prophecy have just had their entire setup closed down. Both sniper rifles, I think, have transferred now into the hands of VWS.
And sometimes that is the problem about having 2 sniper rifles. You put yourself in a situation where you're watching all these angles, but without those rifles and having the sniper instead, sometimes it can be a bad thing, especially if you're not going to hit your shots. We saw a couple of Prophecy members missing those sniper rifle bullets and infused it back into this game. Sorry, not infused. I saw infused Ramirez. VWS are back into this game once again.
I actually heard Harry with the deep breath there. He knew. We're looking at the kill feed. You saw Rami just picking faces. We're on board in his POV. 4:20 on the clock. 30 to 33 is the scoreline. Just trying to find anybody who wants to creep down. He's got 3 bullets in the chamber. This is a man who will land 3 headshots should you give him the perfect opportunity. I'm not too keen about that challenge, though. You just got completely done by a light rifle.
Well, I mean, if he'd hit the shot, we would have called him the god, right? I mean, it's one of those, if you hit it, you're great. If you don't, it was a stupid decision. And it's allowed Prophecy back into the game because it's given them the sniper rifle once again. 7-kill lead for Prophecy, and I know we keep saying, are they going to throw it away? And yes, okay, VWS keep closing that gap, but Prophecy do keep edging ahead when it matters. And as we get to the business end of this game, that tends to be when Prophecy start to choke. So if they can kind of keep this lead now, and if they can just group up together, keep composed, keep calm, they should be able to win this game. But, I mean, with some of the players and the skill that is on VWS, I wouldn't put it against them being able to come back here.
This has to be a Prophecy game. This has to be. I mean, if there's anything... If there's any good in the world, this has to be a Prophecy game. If they throw this one away, I will be so done right now because... Look, they've got a 5-kill lead, but the amount of times we've seen them throw away an 11-kill lead in this matchup. We saw them throw away a 2 flag cap lead in the previous matchup. Rocky's in the hand of Anima. He's only got 1. He's going to try and do some serious damage. Takes down 1. Vexus diving around with an SMG. He'll body him and shut that one out. 37 to 41. 3 minutes remaining on the clock. Buck 20 now creeping down on Blue Bend.
I think what's important is Prophecy to stick together at least in 2 so they can trade. At least 2 for 1 at the moment just to try and keep ahead. It won't be enough to win them the game if they keep trading 2 for 1. But they are in a phenomenal position right now. They just need to be careful they don't overextend. But VWS are slowly but surely clawing back into it. As Buck 20 is desperately trying to get this kill. But he gets picked off by an aggressive Ramirez. Tied game 41-41.
Can we just appreciate how long Lunny actually stayed alive for then? And more importantly, he's got a full sniper rifle on the back. That's exactly why he needs to stay alive.
Yeah, it was actually a really good play out of Buck 20 in the end. But Lunny, just with his survivability, just making things happen. Buck 20 decided to, rather than go down the sneaky, he decided to just go around the side. It kind of worked out, but in the end, Lunny just stayed alive.
If we do have production listening in the back, make sure we get a replay of that in slow motion because how he stayed alive then, bobbing and weaving between the bricks, I have no idea. He should have been dead a long time. Poke your face out, give Lunny a shot. He's going to take it, not a problem. 43, 41, 2 minutes. It's going to start to turtle down. However, rockets are now in the hands of VWS. So is the sniper rifle. They've got all the toys in the world.
And they've got the time to work with because they have the lead. Because Prophecy had a 5-kill lead and they threw it away as we came to the end of this game. Why didn't they just kind of sit back and absorb some pressure in this Slayer game type? They had the weapons as well. But they've allowed VWS to come in. They went searching for kills. You saw Buck 20 trying to get that kill, and he was punished for it by Ramirez. Now a 4-kill lead for VWS, and this is going to be heartbreak yet again for Prophecy. With just 1 minute 30 to work with, VWS can really sit back and relax.
Yeah, I want to swap over to Chalky right here because I feel like he's just going to go for the jugular right here. He says, you know what? We have a 5-kill lead. I have 3 rockets to play with. I can close out this game right here and now. He's going to take down 20. He needs 2 more kills to win the game, and oh man, Prophecy, how does this happen time and time again?
Oh, feels so bad, man. If you're not like this .jpg, I'll say it time and time again. People in the Twitch chat, please feels bad, man. It's not looking good. You know what I mean? Look at these rockets. They're going in. Oh, he actually misses the wall. He's gonna drop his bum on the floor there.
Time becomes a factor here. Sorry to cut you off, Sims. 50 seconds left. 4 kill game now. Only 45 seconds left. So this the game right here is about to speed up. Prophecy certainly not out of it yet. 45-48. 3 kill game. 40 seconds left. Prophecy here need to stay alive.
If they give this one away, and Jake White has just been bobbing and ducking and diving on the floor, I don't think he'll ever forgive himself. And look at Lunny. He's just hiding. It's Ramirez, sorry. He's just hiding around a corner. Gun punch comes in. They're all going to collapse on him. They only need one more. He's still hiding in the corner. Splinter's going to come in. Down he goes. 3 kill game. 20 seconds left. There's one player around that corner. Chalky's got an SMG. He welcomes the onslaught. Bring it on, Sunshine. You want a piece of this? Oh, takes it. 49-48. Oh my God. If they get this, I'll be blown away. 49-48. It's 1 kill game. They need one. Can he seal the deal? We've got 57 around the corner. He only needs one more shot. There it is. If they'd have brought that back, holy mother, that would have been interesting. Comes all the way down to the wire.
Yeah, if they had brought that back, I would have slaughtered Chalky. I would have called him out because that would have been a really stupid decision to just start teabagging the floor and accepting that his rocket had missed. But Harry, 17 kills at a $120, but it's not enough for Prophecy.
Yeah, top slayer in the game, 20. I mean, he hit some good snipes early on in the game. But I don't know what to say.
Upsetting.
I feel like we give Prophecy a lot of stick because they are kind of the bottom feeders of the league right now and they don't have a win on the board. But it's just such... I don't know how they do it every time. It's just like they have a lead and then they just throw it away.
Feels like we give Prophecy a bit of stick. They are the bottom feeders after all.
Well, I mean, they are. I mean, they're the bottom of the league and they haven't won a single series. I mean, you know. But still, Prophecy, I don't know how
it's so frustrating.
It's inexplicable.
They should win.
It's really inexplicable.
The thing is, it's those it's both the mid game and the end game. At the start of the games, they're really strong. You can tell they're well rehearsed when it comes to starting strategies, and it gave them what, like a 7, 8, 9, 10 kill lead at one point. But they just need to focus on when it gets to that final bit of the game.
We don't cast over these replays. We kind of let these play out. However, there is one that we need to. It is a match highlight, but it'd be worth doing it and highlighting. You kind of look at these scores, you know, the scoreline in the bottom corner every time we advance onto a next kind of frame. It really does tell the story out. It's just back and forth, and how they give it up initially, you know. Prophecy, they should not have given up a 10 or 11 kill lead whatsoever. Don't know if we've actually missed that point. It may be a little bit further on.
It's here.
But literally, look at this, watch. Sniper, so he grabs the sniper rifle. He's no shield. So 20
this was the right play.
Watch this. Goes for the shot, gets a couple more, thrust to the left. Moves back, baits him into the corner, stands by the wall, and then all of a sudden his teammate comes from sneaky, drops on top of 20, helps him out, and then all of a sudden Lunny comes from Little Cat, cleans up. That right there was game-changing.
I still maintain it was the right play for Buck20 to make right there. I mean, it's so obvious if you're just going to fly a guy through the sneaky. This was Chalky at the end. What are you doing, man? Come on. Get it over.
That put the pressure on a little bit more.
But I still maintain it was the right idea from Buck20. It was just an outplay from Lunny. You can't really quantify those kind of things.
I mean, credit to Ramirez, though, for being there in the sneaky and help him out. That's what you want. If you've got a sniper on your back and someone's... You're going to be screaming at you, get to me, which is what they did. And it just... I can't tell you how disappointing. I mean, no disrespect to VWS. I love the guys on there. They are some fantastic players and fantastic personalities, but it doesn't tell the story. Well, it does. Look at how close it is. They've always been in the lead. Game number 1, Prophecy had a 2-flag lead. Game number 2, I think Prophecy at the start, it was 10-1, I want to say, 11-2?
Yeah, 10-1.
10-1, 9-kill lead, thrown away right at the end there. Rig Strongholds. Can we see more, or will we see a VWS whitewash?
I fancy, actually, Prophecy for these next 2 games. I mean, seeing how close the first 2 games are, they're going to say, hey, you know what, VWS, we can take them. We're getting close, we just can't seem to close out the games. Rig Strongholds is a very, very good game type historically for the old Epsilon roster. You have the Buck brothers on that. They'll be able to take that mantra of how they played that game type from Epsilon on this new Prophecy squad. And Coliseum Capture the Flag, again, is another game type where we've seen the Bucks and Flames especially flourish just from sheer power weapon control alone.
And let's not forget, back in the summer season, the old Dinosaurs roster, they did reverse sweep X-Men.
They most certainly did.
It's possible. Anything is possible.
On back-to-back Coliseums.
Do you know what I predict? I predict Prophecy are going to start strong on Rig Strongholds, go about 40, 50 up, and then they'll lose because they just don't have a finish. And I think maybe that just says about their roster. They haven't got that oomph. They haven't got that one punch. They haven't got someone who is just going to say, look, we need to lock this down. We need to secure the map and make sure we're not giving away leads.
So let's just point in hindsight here while the Eye in the Sky is coming live. Prophecy win this one. Who wins this? Who wins the fourth match? Who wins Coliseum?
Coliseum is Prophecy again, I think.
100%?
Yeah, I think so.
Who takes game 5?
I don't know. We'll see.
We're not getting to a game 5.
Spicy.
Spicy memes.
Okay,
Spicy
so
memes.
Coliseum CTF, if we get to it, VWS beat Prophecy 3-2 the last time they played. So there's always that little bit of an advantage of knowing that you've already beaten them before. You might know the strategies, but that might play in the hands of Prophecy. They might have been able to watch those VODs over and get a little bit of a read on VWS. However, Strongholds on the Rig, they haven't faced each other on. So this is fresh meat for both of these guys. And really, Prophecy know that they can come back into this. They are definitely not down and out. Like you said, they've made comebacks before. They can definitely do it again. I know we have been a little bit harsh to Prophecy, but there is some great players on that squad, and they are more than capable of getting back into this.
All right, rock and roll. Possibly the final series and final map of the evening should VWS clean it up. However, they've done it before. Can they do it again? Prophecy looking to do the reverse sweep. It's the only way now that they can win this series out and put one series on the board here in Pro League. And we're going to see Ramirez using fantastic work there with the ground pound GPK. He will advance onto at least the drill platform. And now he stays alive down here in sewers, just crouching around. One player's going to go flying. It's going to be 20 straight over his head. Flames with a double kill in the kill feed. Anima takes him down, ends that one. 57 answers back and takes out Chalky there. And now we see Vexus missing the railgun, just giving away his position. But finally, they've shut down Ramirez.
In that kind of situation, I would have liked to have seen Ramirez stay alive. Go around to the barrels, maybe try and influence some spawns here and there. But I don't really like the idea of him being the last alive and then just basically broadcasting his position by going into the basement and trying to take that.
Who'd have thought? A strong starter from Prophecy. I don't think I've seen this yet in this series. But I mean, credit to them that they actually they sat it back. They sat back and allowed VWS to get that nest control. They just put a few nades in there, forced Ramirez to jump bottom mid. From that bottom mid area, it is really hard to take down anyone that's jumping into nest. So Buck20 was able to grab it free. Ramirez then ran into basement, and it was just an easy cleanup. And now we have a 19, nearly 20-point lead for Prophecy. Good stuff from them, but I don't want to curse them just yet.
No, let's see if they can keep it. One-on-one, Vex decides to thrust backwards and completely mission out of that one, which is absolutely fair play to him. Looking to pull this triple cap, though. They can possibly get it. 57 with a nice double kill, takes down Chalky and Ramirez back to back. Oh, yeah? That's a triple, so that's going to be 3 members down, so they can get this. Looking for one of his teammates, possibly just to... Perfect. Look at where 20 is. He's stopping any spawns over on the outside so they can run to nest. He's blocking them and forcing them all to spawn back rail. So now that here comes the triple cap, they can now slay. Here comes the collapse. 3 members dropping down. Shotguns in hand of 20. They need to get a few kills. One person, Ramirez, great cleanup. They're going to single out Anima. Lunny goes steamboating through White. He's actually going to jump out, grab himself the railgun. Here comes 20, though, with a shotgun. Misses that one. He will get the cleanup. Both power weapons now. They can get basement. They can get the triple. This is just bleeding right now. At the moment, VWS are absolutely dumping points.
And Ramirez has been caught out on his own 3 or 4 times already this game, and this is where sometimes Ramirez can be a little bit of a hindrance on your team because he tries to do a little bit too much, especially in the strongholds. He will try and flank round. He will just try and sneakily get nest, get it to like the last point, but then grenades will stop him, and all of his effort will be wasted. He needs to just group up with his team, and now this is an extremely commanding position. I would say this is more commanding than the 2-0 that Prophecy were, the 10-kill lead that they had. If they threw this one away, I'm going to eat a hat.
I'll actually kind of force you into that one, to be fair, because I want to see it happen on stream.
I'll periscope it.
He'll periscope it. Will make him eat a hat. 61 points on the clock. 9 minutes 7 remaining. Still all to play for. Not the end of the world. Shotgun, though, and Camo, the Predator combo, as I like to call it, is in full swing. He's been racking kills up left, right, and centre. It's about to end. Ramirez is there. Let's chuck another one off. You know what? We don't need the second shot. We'll just give him a punch to the back of the head. Down he goes. Lunny and Anima going one-on-one. 57 opts to try and stay alive. I'd love to see him whip out. There you go. Whip out the shotgun. You go flying through the air. If anyone's there, we'll give them a face full of lead. Jumping. Going to try and advance off of the edge of the wall there. Thought we were going to sit on the Batman ledge for a while. He may opt to do it now. Doesn't pull the gun.
Did he forget he had a radar right there, or what? I don't know.
Ponsobly, but we see Lunny trying to go for the ninja. Doesn't quite work. This would be massive for Vexus if he gets this. Oh no, he had to reload.
He did, and I said Ramirez, he puts himself in those situations where he is a nuisance, but he has gone down, and Prophecy still have a commanding position. Dare I say it, could this be 100-0?
Don't speak too quickly, Dan. Come on, this is Prophecy we're talking about. This is Prophecy we're talking about.
Already it's ruined, but this is what Prophecy deserve, because they do always have that incredible start. I mean, I would actually say their starting strats are possibly the best in the league, but you wouldn't think so when they are at the bottom of the table. They are just extremely well drilled when it comes to starting strats. Now, they need to make sure that they don't throw this away with an 82-7 lead. They need to just keep their composure, say, look, okay, we'll allow them to get a few points on the board and not worry about this one.
I'll tell you what, production, please, if there's a hat in the back, make sure you just throw a bit of salt on it. Well, in fact, plenty of salt.
Plenty of salt.
3 members, 57, Vex and Flames all go down. More than likely, going to be spawning in bunker because look at where they are. They're advancing round. And did just... Well,
just Rami things. Well, I swear he plays drunk, man. I don't know what it is. Something about Rami. Oh, he just makes me laugh.
Just Rami things, rails himself in the jawline. 20 quite happily clears it up. A hat, ladies and gentlemen, has actually just appeared at our desk, so this could be... I hope there's salt on that, because if not, there'll be your tears that you can mop it up with.
I think there will be plenty of salt if Prophecy do actually lose this game.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Just as we... Harry, you've cursed it.
I said
You've cursed it. They had the 2 plot, 95-12. The time's ticking over. Still, anything can happen. I keep saying it time and time again, but it's looking very unlikely at this point. 5 points to go for Prophecy to put a map on the map in this series and push it to a game number 4. The reverse sweep could be real, but look at 20. He's going to try and transfer it across. The BR base is still in full effect. Nice kill there coming out of 57.
Wow.
Nice double kill, in fact. There's a triple there around the corner if he wants it. But one of his teammates is actually going to force it. Now they're going to force them down onto the old Carbine spawn.
Yeah, and VWS pretty much had to play flawlessly if they were going to come back into this one. They might just take basement, so they will keep in it. And sometimes when you do just need those 2 points, those 1 points, you can get a little bit desperate and do start jumping randomly. But you can see Prophecy have regained basement, which will be enough, which will finally see them take a game in this series. And to be honest, it's what they deserve after some of those performances.
The hat is safe. The hat lives. The hat lives another day. For now. Let's take a look at the kill feed then, Harry. Run us through what you're seeing, brother.
So, 57 actually was the standout performer in that game. Every single time we went to his point of view, he was making plays, especially in that last BR-based stronghold where he got the 2 kills and actually finished off the capture as well. Most captures in the game and joint most kills as well. Alongside him was Flames with 14 kills. And then outside of that, nothing really standing out. Chalky least kills in the game, but honestly, it doesn't really matter when you're losing by such a large margin.
10 out of 10. We mentioned 57. Standout player. 14, most kills. Look at the captures. Yep. He doubled anybody else on his team and got 2 more than anyone else on the opposing side.
We have to give a shout out to Flames though. He was right up there with the secures. And secures, in my opinion, just as important as the captures on the scoreboard. So great job by Flames at 57 there, just comboing up and taking a game off of VWS. Can they force a game 5?
Oh, well. You know what? We hope it does. If you are joining us, guys, welcome along to the European fall season. We're in our in our last series of the evening. It's Prophecy Gaming, the old Dinosaurs roster, taking on newly acquired VWS, more commonly known as the X-Men. So far, the entire story of this series will bring out the layup.
Not in a hat today.
Bye, hat. See you later, mate. That's gone. But we'll bring out the series layout on screen because we want to show you guys at home how we're playing this one out, because we're all hoping and praying we see game number 5, VWS Gaming. We did see Prophecy go 2-0 up on Truth Capture the Flag. VWS Gaming turned it around, beat them 3-2. VWS Gaming, Eden Slayer. We did see Prophecy up 11 points to 1. Once again, VWS turning it around 50-48. Now we see Prophecy doing the work, doing the business. However, still got to note, we did see at the end there, it was held on 95 for quite some time. Finally, Prophecy clutched it up. They put a map on this system. They are now forcing game number 4. If they can grab Coliseum Capture the Flag, we're going to game 5, and honestly, the pressure is right up there.
Keys in this game, watch out in the kill feed for Flames. He will be the man trying to corral the rockets for his team. He does such a good job a lot of the time, making sure he gets that weapon on your screen right now and making sure his team can push into the base. And also watch out for Buck20 controlling the sniper rifle. We know he can hit some absolutely insane shots when he gets his hands on it. Let's see if they can take this game number 4 and force game 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Prophecy get a nice strong start start as well. I've said a couple of times, their starting strats are usually pretty much on point. They know exactly where they want to put their grenades, they know exactly where they're pushing. But perhaps there's going to be some craziness coming out of VWS. They've kind of changed things up. They've got aggressive and they've taken it to Prophecy. They're not going to allow them to get that early control, and it looks like the sniper is going to go in control of VWS, which could be extremely important. I want to see Anima back off slightly. He's on no shield here. He doesn't want to give away this sniper rifle. Perhaps he could be running back to his base. Instead, he's going to take an aggressive stance with it. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but whilst he's still alive, I can't really complain.
I mean, to be fair, look at Lunny. Lunny can dive back in here. Look at Ramirez more importantly as well. Ramirez is just stopping. Get wrecked 20. Goes in for the second one. Doesn't quite land it. Please don't no-scope anymore. Just don't waste any bullets. Anima, he's a fantastic and incredible player. Sometimes it's what he mentioned before about the challenges. He can get a little bit overzealous and a little bit over-aggressive. He'll be looking to tee up this secondary no-scope now. The flag's there, though. I think that flag guy may have just dived into a bunch, like a whole web of splinter nades. But it doesn't matter. It's home. It's ready to go. But look at where the other flag is. We've no idea. It's running around right now. I'm trying to see it on the map. And there we go. Nice timing, Harry. 57 crouching over on the block near red corner. It's all come down to Chalky. Shuts him down with a grenade. Turns around. Get wrecked again. 20. VWS with a nice perfect 5 in the kill feed to Lunny. Hard scoping in. Anima is now going off on the main stage. Scopes him for the double. Doesn't quite land it. Awesome stuff and awesome work from him so far.
Last week was the Cristola show. This week it's the Anima show. Good stuff coming out of him, and what's important is a flag did go in because those sniper kills were important. They were able to get that return and they were able to put one on the board. Now, every single game that we've seen, Prophecy have been the team that have gone ahead. How is that going to affect them now? They are the team going behind it initially. Do they have the means of responding? I think they do. But a killing frenzy for Anima, and he has a scatter shot in his back pocket.
How do you answer this? You know, you're talking about doing it. I'll be surprised if he pulls this one. I'll be looking for someone else to do it, just leave him to do Anima things as he's been doing. He's actually going to bomb it. You know, look at this. He's just going to say, thank you very much. Finally. No, he isn't even dead. Is he dead?
No,
he's still alive. So he's going to opt to drop that. Rami will pick it up. Rockets in tow. Plenty of rockets in tow, might add. They were brand new off the back. He's going to get shot in the back, though. He'll try and put it in. If he drops rockets, someone can pick them up. Someone's pinned in the back as well. Not entirely sure who that player's going to be. It's probably going to be Lunny. Lunny does get shut down by Flames. Here come the fast and hard response, so to speak. Ground pound coming in. You see him below. Puts it in. Gets one. Can he pick up two? Doesn't grab a second one. He did go for that initial one, which he managed to at least get Chalky in the jawline. 57 helps him out as well. Now, this is a nice response. I like this answer here from Prophecy.
Yeah, 2 quick flags going in there. And I just want to go back to VWS's flag cut, and it's why I love VWS. Anima was on a killing frenzy. He had a scatter shot, but he wasn't afraid to pull the flag. It then went to Ramirez, who had rockets in his back pocket. He wasn't afraid to run that flag, and he put it in for them. VWS are not scared to throw away any power weapons, any killing sprees that they're on. As Buck 20 responds to his earlier defeats and gets a no-scope of his own.
Pop goes the Lunny. Now he's screaming down this barrel, looking for Anima. Anima's flashing. You saw the electricity flying off of his armor there. He's going to be no shield. I love that. Look at the stall. He just hovers in midair. No scopes coming out of 20. He will be shouting his teammates. He knows he's got the hit markers. Down he goes there in the red basement. Someone's going to be scooping up that sniper rifle. I think it was Anima again. If we can switch over to his POV, I'm pretty sure he's just Skype. We actually saw the bullet just fly by. Plenty of ammunition. Ground pound comes in. Both flags are in play. This is all on Anima. This is literally all on him. 3 kills though. 1, 2, 3. All of VWS just dropped. They're going to be able to move that flag, and they're probably going to be able to get the return as well.
Yeah, they should be able to get the return here, but it is there in the middle of the map. There's the return. There is game 2-2. I said, how would Prophecy respond when they went 2-0 down? But they've done exactly what VWS did to them in game 1. Important stuff that they were able to keep in this. And I've got to say, the team shot from Prophecy right now is looking phenomenal. As soon as you see a player from VWS get weak, another player from Prophecy is jumping out of nowhere to making sure they finish him off.
Time and time again. If 57 does well, the team does well. And right now, 57 has been incredible. These last few games, he has been playing out of his skin. 20 steaming in with the brute PR. A little bit questionable. Would like to see a bit more patience and probably a different weapon choices to dive on him, but never mind. Oh, but I'll tell you what, it's not exactly good when your teammate rockets you in the back, but nevertheless, Splinter goes in. Chalky trying to lay down some covering fire. Trying to find some hit markers as well. There's 2 players there. One of them's actually possibly. Bangs one. 57 answers back. It's not today, my friend.
That was actually fantastic work there from Chalky. I mean, he did go down in the end, but I was watching his outline across the map, and he was holding 2 of the Prophecy players in their own base for so long. Unfortunately, his team couldn't get up and help him. 57 there, almost making a play as well, but great work out of Chalky, and it looks as if Ramirez is just going to go back to the old tried and tested flag run. He's just going to try and get as far as he can, but Buck20 puts an end to that run, so we're all tied up 2-2, 7 minutes left. This is a crazy game.
Yeah, that's a dead flag as 20 just waits on in, scatter shot in hand. Let's see, Lunny at least answering back, and now VWS are getting this one on the move. It's up on S3, bounces it along, he is going to down. Player left, no! Player left! That's a disconnect. No! Oh, what's going on? What is happening? It's there. It's
that GG, no re?
We need to know what's going on here.
Who knows?
Sorry, we're kind of lost for words here, guys, because, I mean, there was a disconnect, but they got the flag in, so they did win the game. But did they
actually win the game?
Illegally? Legally? We'll get confirmation from our admin team, but in my eyes, I think they win the game.
Because no, because it was actually the opposing side that disconnected.
But they disconnected when the flag was being run, right? Like, I mean, okay, Buck20 and Buck57, these are 2 of the biggest names in European esports. If they say they genuinely lagged out, then they will say they're genuine. But if they know that the flag was being run and they were down and out, they're probably going to be honest about it. But we'll get a ruling on it.
We'll get a ruling on this one because we're not entirely sure. Just looking at the kill feed really quickly, I want to highlight something that we're looking at, Dan. 18 kills from Anima. The next person on his team had 10. Anima was completely drilling them, looking there. Flames on 8, Buck57 on 5, Vexus on 13.
You got to remember, a lot of Anima's 18 kills came from that killing frenzy that he had.
Yeah, 10 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Banging it up straight up.
I mean,
you can't argue with the maths, people.
Hey, there we go. Hey. Don't know much about Hitler, but we know what a killing frenzy is.
And I mean,
I'm surprised you do. I'm sorry, that was terrible.
He's kind of right.
Fine.
But fine, 5%.
5%.
That's 10% now.
All right, we are hearing things in the back.
10% of 0
as
is
soon as we
still
get
0.
an update from our admin team and admin desk, we will be able to pass some information on you. This just got even more tense. It's like the lottery.
Well, I mean, the music's kind of making things worse, but so...
Hey, George, you could put some rock and roll on George or something.
Keep this. This is from, is it Delta Halo from Halo 2? You know that level? Oh, it's the best level, campaign level of all time.
Halo 2.
Delta Halo, mate.
With the not that young. He's got a beard and everything.
Yeah.
That's pencil.
It's pencil. He's actually drawn this one.
Look at it, he's rubbing it off.
So, right,
he's glued that one on.
If they had won the map, then that means that VWS win 3-1 and they win the series, right? And it means Prophecy are 0 and 5 in the league.
Today has just been insane.
What is today? What is
today? Going on?
If the disconnect was a genuine one and it means that we replay and it
no
was
one would ever. I
2-2,
think we have to say it definitely will be genuine. It won't certainly not be.
No, I'm not accusing anyone of purposely disconnecting. Of course.
He's doing it your way.
Disrespect, disconnect.
Bang. Direct. Get him out.
Oh, we're losing our minds. Oh.
But, hey, I don't mind this though. Wait, I mean, it's an awful thing. I do mind it, but we're at least.
It's been that kind of evening, hasn't it? Where everything that could have happened has happened.
Your mic went off.
My mic went off for half a game.
Camera came back on me earlier on.
Yep.
Infused beat Fab.
That was the craziest.
Yeah, I think that's the craziest of all.
Batchford went plus 13.
Yeah.
Batchford went positive.
I mean,
Love you, Batch.
To be fair, plus 13 from Batchford was disgusting. Absolutely filthy.
We've broken Sims.
We've broken.
We need the Holy Mother of Halo to come down and breathe life.
I could be Sims for a day. Holy Mother of Halo, welcome back to Pro League. I'm with Danny G and Harry C.
It's very nice.
My brothers, this night is
beyond the wall.
This beyond the wall has been a dreadful night. The White Walkers have come. Harry C, Danny G, we are together as one.
Brothers of the Night's Watch.
Brothers of the Night's Watch. Who will win this series?
Prophecy.
Find out in the next episode of the European Fall Season. Oh, we're losing his mind. We're literally we are in suspense here as much as you guys. I can only imagine it will be, and this is just a complete guesstimate.
That's what I think.
It would be a 2-2 replay because he disconnected before. However, we have been told the admins have several replays going on in the back. They are making this as legal as possible, and they are doing as much investigating as possible as to what the scenario is on this one, because it is a tight one. If the game goes in the way of VWS, bang, out go Prophecy with another loss.
There's only one way to settle this.
Coin flip.
Breakout. One round, one life.
You know what I expected to go? Fight!
I was thinking that was going to be
Breakout.
Breakout's the same thing as a fight, isn't it?
Well, yeah, not with
Shotguns.
No, with shotguns. Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry, I'm afraid. Mantis Breakout, let's do it.
So what do we think the admins are looking at when the disconnect happened? Because I mean, if it happens halfway through the flag run when there is no one around to stop it, is that when it counts as a win?
I don't know, but I feel sorry for our admin in the back right now, because everyone's hopes and dreams rely on you, my friend.
A trial by fire
Where's that
tonight.
hat? He's going to need it after pulling out all of his hair.
He's
the hat
gonna be
was
putting
killed
that one
by the
walking home.
Guardians, I'm afraid. Fell off.
But either way, we hope you're all having a fantastic night. It's certainly been entertainment value at the very least. Can you imagine, though, if this goes into a next Flag Cap wins?
Tickets now on sale!
If you want to be joining us here for this live banter, by all means, you can be sitting down there watching all the action unfold. You can even come up here and see us.
Can they? Yeah.
It's not like a petting zoo. You can't just like come and feed us Red Bulls and stuff. But we'll say hello and maybe
just
sign
told
some
that
stuff. Oh, sorry.
It's a full remake.
Mother, may I? Another game.
It's a full remake.
Let's go.
I mean, I'm not upset with another game. I just think that's crazy.
That's crazy.
But admins, they always make the right decision.
Respect the admins. They make the hardest decisions of all of us.
I think this silence just kind of sets the tone of why this. At the end. Why don't you sign up for the open circuit? Moving away from this silence, there we go. We always talk about the open circuit, guys. Some of these players have played it before. Adam himself has played in the open circuit.
As did
now
Vexus.
he finds, yeah, exactly. As a Vexus, all these players have come from the open circuit. It's where we find the talent. It's where the guys come up from the ranks and they get to challenge the people here in the Pro League. And if anything, you get to make a name for yourself. So when these pro teams are looking to make roster changes, you guys are the easy pickings for them. They come down there, we scout out the talent. $1,000 each and every single week. $750 for first place, $250. Honestly, it's a no-brainer. If you want to play some Halo, you want to jump into some esports action, get on there, get signed up, and get registered. And all of tonight's action will, of course, be on proleague.com/Halo. Every single matchup has a little green arrow next to it. You press play, you can watch it game by game. That is for the North American and European Pro League. But if you don't want to do that, youtube.com/ESL Halo, just the same as we are on Facebook, Twitter, and of course, YouTube. It can all be found there. It's just been a wild night. I'd want to watch this back and kind of make head and tail of what the hell has been going on.
I can't remember half of the words I've said tonight. I
can't remember half of tonight.
So much.
Well, I hope you guys are enjoying it, as we are. This is awesome.
It's way past my bedtime, by the way.
It's a full remake, first to 3, right? It's not just first to 1.
Jacob can confirm that in our in our ears for everybody, but I'm 99% sure it's a full remake.
I mean, with how the replay rules have been going in things like Strongholds, I think a full remake is quite right with giving that. Full replay, yeah.
Full replay.
I think it's fair. I mean, we didn't see when... obviously, we get the player left, bottom left, but you don't know at what point he actually disconnected. He may have disconnected 5 seconds earlier before that flag was taken. Admins have looked at it. Good job. Replay. I'm happy with that. It's the good thing to do.
Kind of disappointed we didn't get to see Mantis Breakout, to be honest with you. I think it could have been kind of fun.
I think that'd be really good. Have you played any of the Mantis game types?
Yeah.
They are wild.
Minotaurs. Yeah.
Dude, some of those game types are pretty awesome.
Get at me, bro.
Minotaur Pro.
Yeah, I hide in bushes. You can't find me. It's just like real life.
You're the type of guy to dress up as a clown and run down the street, aren't you?
Oh, did you see me the other day? No, that's kind of weird, by the way. If you're the kind of person that does that, stop, because that's just strange.
It is strange.
It's so
He's
strange.
dressed as a clown now.
Well, that's just mean.
See, I brought it down. I had to do it just to bring it up.
But someone said he had the best shirt.
I honestly never thought I'd say this, but I feel like I'm the sanest person at this desk right now. And that's kind of very... I'm not upset, I'm just disappointed.
You know when your parents say that to you, you've really upset them, aren't you? I'm not mad, just disappointed. You're like, I want to be upset, but I can't. I'm just
Little lolly. We can't do Game of Thrones voices now. Come on, we got a serious Game 4 replay.
Oh.
We do, and what a game it's going to be.
Yeah, as soon as this is remade, I'm hopefully going to get an update in my ear very, very shortly on how this one will plan out. It is, of course, going to be a full remake. Who knows? Anything can happen at this point. That was actually insane.
Can I just run you down the KD ratios of Prophecy?
Well, Harry just does the silent drums in the background.
Away. So let's look at these guys. Buck 20, negative 61. Buck 57, negative 55. Flames, negative 37. And Vex, negative 19. Now, across the board, that is an awful ratio. But...
You couldn't add it up, could you?
Across the board,
it's negative a lot.
But... they have a chance to beat this VWS squad.
Yeah.
I mean, they are looking good. They've looked, to be fair, they've looked at their best today. They look better today than they have in their past couple of weeks. It's just that kind of finishing. They haven't been able to finish it off whatsoever, and they went 2-0 down in that flag game, and they brought it back to 2-2. So maybe now they're on the rise. You never know. Maybe they pulled themselves together, and they might be able to pull it out of the bag in this replay.
Well, guys, we are just bearing with the back until we get the final updates, but I have now been confirmed the lobby has been remade. This is a confirmed 110% full remake. First to 3 flag caps will be the victor. Will we see Prophecy pushing this to get number 5, or once again will we see VWS coming out on top? It was a 2-2, all tied up until we had the unfortunate disconnect. These things do happen. We have to push on and we have to crack on, and we abide by the rules, guys. The admins have taken a very, very good decision in the back. They've checked all the POVs, they've checked the replays, they've done everything to make this replay as fair and the best possible outcome as possible with this unfortunate scenario. So, once again, we're back at it, guys. We're drilling in, we're moving forward. Any thoughts on that previous one? I mean, for me, the standout is obviously 110% Anima.
Well, I've been saying how Prophecy starts so well. They didn't start very well in that game, so now in the replay, if they can get their starting strat on and they can get a flag up and they can continue what they were doing, then I don't see any reason why they can't win that game type. They looked extremely strong, and to be honest, it was that killing frenzy from Anima that allowed VWS to get that early lead. If he doesn't do disgusting things like that again, then maybe this is a chance for Prophecy to get back in the series.
I think the difference maker, in my opinion, between the two teams in that last game was the Rockets. I don't think I saw any of the Prophecy players, bar VexZeus, actually getting a hold of the rocket launchers. I actually said before the game, watch out for Flames to try and control that thing. In the end, I think the Rockets really were the decider, and I'm certainly sure, that VWS had more rockets than Prophecy had. If Prophecy can get themselves some rockets, some power weapons, get some kills on the board, they can start moving some flags and go to a game 5.
Rock and roll, let's get this one underway. It is a full replay now. In game number 4, can VWS come out on top? They will be quite sufficiently wanting to seal the deal with this one and send Prophecy home with yet another loss of the game. Looking towards these rockets, he will jump around the splinters. Ramirez does get away. Will they finish him off? He's staying alive. He drops down to hide below this wing. Opts to go in the middle. Easy double kill for him. There's one. Misses the second one. This will be huge for VexZeus if he gets his kill. But look at this movement from Ramirez. Stays alive. Scar shot goes in hand. Anima comes down for the support.
Yeah, Anima does come down, but he died to Flames. Flames managed to get the sniper and took down Anima, so there's not going to be any crazy killing frenzies coming out of him, and that completely changes the start of the game. As Buck 57 goes for the assassination, but does not get it, gets shut down by the Rockets. But Ramirez does eventually go down, and the Rockets will be gifted to Prophecy. It is in their base, but you can see VWS are starting to just sneak towards the red base here. They're trying to get themselves into a position to all push in at once, take down as many players as they can, and start running this flag.
57, rest in peace. He just gave him a backpack and stood on a nuclear warhead. But this is going to be an awesome play from Chalky. He's going to pull this, which is going to really disorientate the ball. It's really going to confuse the living hell out of him, because now they need to know, where's this flag? Where are all the players? The flag's out in the open. They can just use this from Bay. Look at VexZeus. He actually made it all the way across. They had no idea where it was. What a marvellous play from him.
Yeah, and VexZeus has been doing this a lot throughout the series, actually. He's been flanking around. He's being in position. Even when his team are dead, he's usually there to make some sort of distraction or get a flag return. And Flames is now pulling a flag, but it looks like he's going to get shut down. But there are 3 members of Prophecy there to pick up the flag, and I'm not sure if... Yeah, there are... Okay, there's a few members of VWS here as well to try and contest this. Maybe that's a questionable pull, but you know, they're just going to try and toss this flag flag as quickly as they can back to the base, but Buck 57 is on those shields as well.
Yeah, they're all just dogpiling into this flag. Can anybody get a touch? That's insane. They just won the fight out there.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful play from Buck 57. So patient, stayed alive in the cave, cleaned up the kills, got the flag, put it in, 1-0 Prophecy.
And this is kind of setting the tone of the game. You know, it was in the other spiral of the corner before. Now we're all... This is just... we have no words right now for what can be going on. We've said all there is needed to be said for this entire night of Halo. It has been a wild ride, ladies and gentlemen. And again, if you are just joining us, welcome along. This is possibly our final map. Possibly, definitely the final series. Can we see Prophecy push this to a game number 5? At the moment, they are well and truly in control of the map. Cracking little thrust back from whichever player that was. I think it was going to be Anima, who doesn't actually get taken down by the rocket there, but still, 2 in the chamber for Buck 20.
Yeah, and Harry said the rocket control has been the difference maker between these teams. We did see VWS with the early rocket control, but now Prophecy get the chance as Buck 20 gets the double kill. Does throw the nade for the triple, but he's not going to be able to find that one. But I think the 2 kills were enough to allow his team now to push up to the sniper tower, get control of it, start to control these spawns a bit. Needs to make sure he does stay alive, and it's good that he didn't die to Anima there.
20 was well and truly in control. Anima comes steamboating round. He's still flashing, so this is an easy kill as he jumps up onto the sneaky ledge. Doesn't quite land the headshot, picks up the DMR, looking to go give his teammates some support. Sniper rifles up. Anima's going to be steaming towards that, jumps up with the SMG in hand, still scopes in with the AR, takes down one. Sniper rifle, back at it again, same position. Royal 2 corner. Can he land this no scope? Doesn't tag any of them, and he's forced to push back up, down into grass. But you know what? He's staying alive. I like the play.
Different game, different sniper. Can't hit the no scopes this time, and they're still 1-0 down. And I'd like to see Prophecy just keep control of this sniper tower. It's been what they've been doing for the start of this game, and it's really done well for them so far. Chalky is going to get the pull, but unfortunately Vexus spawns over there and will shut him down immediately. Unfortunate stuff for Chalky. He gets the return as well, and now Prophecy will start to push onto the sniper tower once again.
Yeah, a little bit of a YOLO. Oh dear, completely missed the back whack. They definitely shouldn't have done that one.
Yeah, you're about to say a bit of a YOLO pull there from Chalky. We've been seeing that a lot out of him this game. I want to see him try and focus on himself a little bit. I'm honestly very scared to kind of bring up the scoreboard because I want to see Chalky try and slay a little bit more. I'm going to bring it up right now, and he's not actually the worst on his team, but if he could focus on you know, getting some kills on the board, he would certainly help his team out. I would prefer Chalky in a slaying capacity much more than I would in an objective capacity, certainly.
So, one-on-one with Chalky. Harry, you called it. This is quite a big play. It's one-on-one for the Rockets. Please be aware, Flames also has the sniper rifle across map. Should any player challenge it. Chalky loses the battle though. Flames takes down one as well. Rockets go down. All the weapons at the moment look like that in the hands of Prophecy. There's one, and now he's just waiting for any spawners. 57's in the cave as well, looking to give him some support. 57 takes him down with that scatter shot. Interesting though, where are these rockets going to land? Whose hands will they fall into? These could be game-changing for one side. 57 though, he's just diving on in. He ain't giving a care in the world. He's been super aggressive, in your face, diving in, no messing. And here comes Vexus, time to clean house.
Yeah, and the rocket's going to make the difference. Lunny's going to get shut down. And now they need to move this flag, but it looks like there is someone in the name of Ramirez trying to return this flag. But Vexus is just hovering. I like that Vexus isn't getting overly aggressive with these rockets. I don't want to see him push onto the flag, though. I'd like to see him just try and get some kills, try and help his teammates. I think he's expecting someone to drop for that return, but no one really did, which has allowed Flames to throw it. He nearly did. He nearly threw it up. That would have been incredible if he had.
That was an absolutely awesome effort there. One player on the corner. He knows where he is. Drops it at his feet. This is going to be a second cap. 110% unless... Nope.
110%.
110% unless, I said unless, we see VWS doing something godlike, which they did. He's out in the open. It comes down to 2 players to get the return. There's the return. No advancement made. Nothing. I just can't really see VWS answering that anything of Prophecy are throwing at the moment.
It's like the players forget there's a scope on the sniper rifle as well. They all just go for those no-scopes. But I think you're right, Sims. At the moment, VWS look a little bit flat. They look a little bit lackluster. Maybe that's because of the replay, and it's always going to be tough when you feel like you've done extremely well and it was 2-2 and you had a flag in your hands, but they need to just pull themselves together because we know what they're capable of. I'd like to see Ramirez and Chalky moving together as a unit a little bit more. There's been several times Ramirez has been on his own, Chalky's been on his own. They've been pulling flags willy-nilly. Get together. Don't just be running on your own, and it might be what you need to win this game.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, I can imagine the tilt factor coming in just a tiny, tiny amount. I hate to use that word, but You can see them, they're kind of just getting separated one by one. The beatdown comes in, the flag will fall into grass. Rockets coming from Vexus, and 1, 2, 3. This might be the last player, so Lunny, if they can take out Lunny, they can definitely get that on the run. It's actually going to be 57 who gets another touch on it, puts it up into the maze at least. It's on their 50-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that was such a huge play from Ramirez, just holding up in front of his own base. Prophecy misread the situation. They should have just run it safe. They had all the weapons, they had everything they wanted, and they decided to go more direct. Ramirez read the play perfectly, was able to just cause chaos by taking down the flag runner before he got further across the map. Perfect from Ramirez, still 1-0.
Oh, there's 2 players advancing. This could be a pull for them. One goes down. That's going to be Vexus looking at Lunny. Flames will answer back onto Anima. Downhill fall. Chalky will take out 57 as well, as we're looking at the kill feed. And now Lunny's just trying to read the situation and find out what's going on. He needs to help his teammate out. Massive kill coming out of 20. He definitely committed a lot of time into that one, so it had to happen. But look at where the flag is. It's made it all the way down to the fridge. If Ramirez can grab this, Lunny's got to give him some help. 2 players, though. He's in a great position. Needs to get the back cracked up. Misses it. He's pushed back towards a player. Misses the no-scope. Misses the second. Whips out his Magnum. This is a massive kill. He's got to get it, but he doesn't. The flag's still there. If they don't get this flag, that is absolutely tragic. Good touch. Can he throw it? Yes, he can. It's up on the lip. Looking for someone to put that one in the back of the net.
Yeah, Ramirez is there, and it's going to be ever so close. And Prophecy are in this situation again where they were 1-0 up, and they were pushing so desperately for that second flag capture. You saw 57 and 20. They were jumping on that flag. They were trying their hardest just to go 2-0 up in this series, but it played into VWS's hands. They were able to get the map control because of it, get that counter cap, but the flag's being moved yet again, perhaps too desperately. We will remain to see, as 57 should be able to put this one in, because it doesn't look like anyone from VWS is there to put it in. So okay, this time it's worked out. They got desperate with that pull, and it worked. Just because of the sight lines and the way they ran that flag, VWS weren't able to get any angles on them.
It felt like a game of basketball. Someone chucked it out the window, someone chucked it after that directly over the bridge, over the gap. 57 just wanged it in. It was a bit messy and a bit scrappy, but it was completely, it just worked out in their favor. How he managed to get it across there so fast, I will never know in my life, but honestly, it's not looking great.
At points in this game, it feels like Prophecy just completely forget that there's a maze that you can run through with so much cover, right? I mean, it just seems like they keep throwing it out the window constantly. I'd like to see them just try and set up around the grass area and run it through the maze. The saving grace for Ramirez there was the fact he threw the rockets off the map, which means Prophecy won't have them now. But Chalky, once again, he's been so aggressive this game, and in his defense completely, the fact that he was able to start the run for, VWS's only flag cap of the game so far, it's great, but at the moment I would like to see Chalky again just try and get some kills on the board, be that dominant slayer that we know he has been in the past. Just get some kills on the board, work with Anima in tandem, get some kills on the board, and then just let Ramirez push in and start running some flags. Anima here is going absolutely nuts though.
Yeah, he's looking for that triple. It's definitely there. His teammate Ramirez comes in, denies him it, and cleans him up. It was good support from him. Scatter shot was in the hands of 57. How many times have we actually seen him, by the way, with that gun? Lunny now making things happen with the sniper rifle. It's got a fresh set of ammo in. One player goes down. Ramirez takes out 57. Anima takes out, the other way around. 20 goes down. They're all coming off spawn. Lunny didn't land the shot, though. That would have been cracking. Second one as well. Not finding any faces, and it's the perfect time to do so. Looking for the no-scope. Has to get the reload. Nice bit of support, though. Helps his teammate out. So that's going to be Chalky. Needs to be careful, though, of Flames. That'll be a good kill. Solid. Looking for the triple. There it is. Bang. Now they can put some on the board. Now they can make something happen and run this down. Need to be careful of Vexus, though, and also that he doesn't shoot his teammate in the leg.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried that he was just going to catch him in the kneecap and kill him there. Important sniper shots from Lunny. This is better from him. When he had that chance early with the sniper rifle, he was missing those no-scopes. Perhaps could have been in a situation where he nearly cost him a cap. No-scope from Lunny for the double kill, and that will be enough to allow Anima to put this in, and it's going to be 2-2 once again with 2 minutes left, and Lunny is still hitting shots with his sniper rifle.
All this is made possible by this man. Every single cap and all these flag moves right now has been off of where he is. He has been a foundation. He has been a pillar. Triple kill, double kill. We've seen it over and over again. Kill after kill. There's another one. Hat trick. Back of the skull. Chalky's above him. Look at where Vexus is. If he kills him, that's a massive kill. 20's up on the ramp. Goes for the no-scope. Doesn't quite land it. Vexus is definitely the one. If he's going to stop a flag, it's all on this man. Plenty of rockets in the chamber. Needs to be careful of Ramirez. The return comes in, though. 20 doing the work.
Yeah, important return. I mean, whilst Lunny was doing incredible things, Prophecy did do well to just avoid the sniper a little bit. They said, look, we just need to stay on the rocket side of the map. We need to stay in cover, not give him any easy kills. Yes, they've thrown the flag out, but because it's in the middle of the map, we can get to a point where the sniper can't see us, and we can return it. As Chalky gets a nice kill onto Flames down. Vexus goes down as well. Just 1 minute left now at 2-2. But that's a few members of VWS down. But 57 tried to get the pull, but the spawner of Ramirez will stop it, and there are some rockets as a reward.
I've got to kind of question why Flames pushed in so much with those rockets. You know, he didn't check the corner. He kind of chased that final kill at the end. Ramirez is happily going to bag them though and say, I'll take them. There's one. Put some great shots on another player there. Is forced to back off. Vexus does have scatter shot. You can see it in the kill feed down there. Checking it up. Finds 57. 57 says, not today, my friend. Cracks him in the jawline. Down he goes. Looking straight across now. Down the barrel of Anima's gun. Anima's cleaned up. I think we're going to go into overtime, guys. Grenade goes in, looking for those hit markers. It doesn't matter whatsoever because Ramirez will clean him up and help him out.
Quite rightfully, this going into overtime because it has been so close, and it's exactly what this replay deserves. It's exactly what this series deserves, and this evening in general, actually. Some of these games have been absolutely phenomenal. We've seen some crazy things tonight. And Prophecy, they're pushing hard, but once again, the spawners are just finishing them off. Lunny doing good work to make sure he gets those kills. Really important kills. Here we go. Prophecy are running this one.
Oh, he just charged into him. He got the... Oh, wow. Flame's actually going to get across the map. Not in the best of positions, though. He didn't quite get it all the way over. So now, me personally, unless they can just YOLO the living hell out of it, I'd say that's absolutely a dead cap. They should ignore it. Vexus, though, is going to dive in. If he manages to get away, then fair play to him. But for me, that's just giving away a free and easy kill. He's challenging two people. Look at that, though. I didn't see that below. Flames is going to come in, at least give him some support. Flames bags himself a double, and he's got the scatter. Now they can make something happen and advance up on the rocky side.
Yeah, he dived in because he knew full well he had his teammate behind him, and there were several members of VWS that had jumped bottom mid just to make sure they got that flag return. So while I do agree with you, it could have been questionable if he had dived straight away. As Flames looks for the triple, gets it with the perfect and the killing spree. Incredible stuff from him. He is going to go down as the spawner takes down the flag once again, but this could be the final flag cap. If Buck 57 can just survive and start moving this flag, but he can't. He throws a grenade at his own feet instead.
But here we are, up on S3. He's moving it along. He is getting shot in the back. He will get taken down, but look at where it is. Ooh, actually, I thought he had dropped. It's actually in not the best of positions. If Anima can get in there, he picks up a double. Anima does get taken down. Then Lunny comes in, so that's 3 members down now. So, in theory, if they kill this guy in the corner, 57, that could be a counter cap for them. They can run this one, but they do also need to be careful and get the return on their own, which they do. Now the flag's back out. The pressure will transfer back into the hands now of VWS. They at least can keep running it, which they are doing indeed. Looking for that kill on Vexus. Down he goes. Chalky's still there, and he's alive.
I love what Ramirez is doing right here. He's making it so difficult for Prophecy to push out. He's making it so easy for his team. This could be the 3rd and final flag cap of the game. Another kill from Ramirez. Anima is back in his own base, and Chalky puts the final flag in of the night. Lovely stuff there out of Ramirez and VWS. They will take the replay, and they will take the series.
All Ramirez at the end. Literally every single part. That last set of kills. Oh, Lunny! 30. What?
Ramirez.
Have Ramirez and Chalky swapped accounts? I mean, this is what I'm thinking. Because that's definitely not what we're used to seeing. But VWS getting the win, and I think it's what they deserved in the end. I think they were the better side, but Prophecy did make more of a game of it. It looked like it wasn't going to go that way, but unfortunately, 0-5 for Prophecy now.
What a wild ride tonight's been.
Yeah.
Playing with my emotions.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
I mean, credit to and shout out to every single player in the fall season so far. That was a wild ride tonight, and certainly one that I have enjoyed. If you are just joining us, unfortunately, we are at the end of tonight's matches, and they've just been incredible. We've had ups, we've had downs. There's no real way to describe it. I'd say go and watch the VODs because you're in for an intense set of matchups. We just saw VWS cancel out Prophecy's chances of actually putting one on the board. 3 to 1 was the final series. 3 caps to 2. It came all the way down. It was so close to go into a game number 5. So close, but so far. I mean, Lunny was just destroying at this point with the sniper rifle. We have to give him a shout out, which enabled them to cap 1 or 2 flags off the back of him. But Ramirez at the end, the stuff that he was doing, but I also felt it was a little bit Prophecy's fault because they were kind of feeding him, just diving in and just jumping straight from rocket side. That was massive from Flames. It was a little bit unfortunate he didn't have any more spot, but this here, look, he was just, they were feeding him kills. You know, I I know the flag was on there, but maybe he could have gone Rocky Corner and actually kind of come around the back just to try and stay alive a little bit longer and get some more shots.
Yeah.
It's all hindsight.
But
everything's hindsight.
Just think of how much in the past we would expect Ramirez there to just kind of straight line the objective and just get kind of tunnel vision. I just love the fact he stayed in the Prophecy base. It was just exactly what I wanted him to do right there, and it was just great to watch because he's just such a thorn in the side. I mean, Prophecy, they're damned if they do, because if they all come back and kill him, the flag's capped. And if they all run out, they're going to get shot in the back, and Ramirez is going to get 33 kills in a Coliseum capture the flag game. Just rammy things. In the game. Just rammy things. That's the new rammy things. Not run a flag and die.
You're right,
no,
mate.
33 kills in the game.
I'm not alright. I mean, Prophecy, they're 0-5. Man.
They were 2-1 up in that game as well. That's hilarious. You can't write this stuff.
I mean, I have so much.
You are so evil.
To be fair, I mean, look at all these players that we've got in Pro League. There is not one player I dislike. These guys are great. They're all fantastic spirit. They're all incredible players, and it's just hard to see a team with such a good caliber of players going 0-5. But I guess someone's got to lose. But I didn't expect someone to be losing that much.
So in terms of standings, that puts Prophecy now at 0-5. The best they can do for the season final standings is 5-5. So they can only split the season evenly. But with that win, that actually puts a 3-way tie for third place.
Which I'm assuming will only be divided possibly by map win, which they are updating in the back. Shout out to the production team. We'll bring you that up in a second. But still, a 3-way tie is insane. Yeah, that is insane.
And you have to remember that Fab are, one game ahead, and Pulse are only one game behind those 3 teams.
So this puts even more emphasis on
essentially, tomorrow. Between the top 5 teams at the moment, there are only, 3 games? 3 maps between them. There you go.
There's the standings. Fab 4-1. Look at that loss. Look at that loss in all of its shining glory. 76%. 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. Vibe, VWS, Infuse. Wow, and that is a complete tie. Complete and utter tie for second place there. Exactly the same. Infused, just creeping out by, what is it, less than 10? No, it's just over 10%. It's 13% there.
Yeah.
That's mental.
And can I just say, that one loss, I think we should all take a moment to appreciate that. That may be the only loss we ever see Fab, that they'll ever have. Ever. Maybe. Because, I mean, Fab have looked incredible. Maybe. Harry just jumps in.
The one thing we have to mention, though, is that all Pulse need to do, because look at their map win percentage.
Yeah.
All Pulse need to do is win against any of those 2nd to 4th teams, and they're up in the green.
Which they should be able to, right? I mean, Pulse have looked really strong, and okay. Their win against Vibe, some might question it. I still think they deserved it, especially after their map 1 win when Vibe did have their full roster. Yep. But I want to see Pulse push on, and it's going to get so... week by week, it's going to get so intense.
It's awesome. It's crazy. This with it today has just been mental.
And tell you what, the good thing about what the fixtures is, so tomorrow's fixtures are going to be the exact same fixtures that we see on next week's live broadcast. That's how it works. That's why we've kind of not seen everyone play each other at the halfway point, so that we get to see every single fixture on stream, and I think that's great. And so it does mean they're going to be playing each other twice in a row in theory, but it's going to be a week's difference.
All right, gents. Danny G, Harry C, thank you for another fantastic week. It's been an absolute pleasure, boys. Give me some love, because it's been a cracking day. Final thoughts on today, looking forward to tomorrow and next week's games.
I mean, today has just been mind-boggling. I think it's been... everything that could have happened has happened. It's been great Halo. It's been great fun. Thank you for tuning in. And really, I just want to see Pulse push on. They're the team that I'm really looking forward to. I would love to see the French guys at LAN finals.
I want to give a massive shout out to VWS and Infused, who both got wins today, and they are actually now all in that kind of area where they can be pushing towards season finals, so they can make it to the event here at the studios in Leicester. So massive shout out to VWS and Infused, especially because we weren't really speaking about them at the start of the season. They're certainly grabbing our attention right now.
Gents, thank you very much. Guys, for now, me personally here at the hot desk, the casters, all the production team, and everybody working at the HCS wants to give you a massive thank you for bearing with us tonight, but also, more importantly, for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. It has been a roller coaster of emotions, and honestly, the fall season for the Europe just got that little bit more exciting. Everything from here is looking towards finals. If you want to come and join us, please, by all means, we welcome you. It's going to be an awesome weekend of European Halo esports actions. And now, we don't know who's going to be there. Anybody could be there because today has been truly amazing. But we will be seeing you same time next Wednesday as we throw 6 more teams into the arena and seeing what madness happens next Wednesday. Guys, from myself, thank you so much. You've been fantastic as ever. Peace out.